Hello AirTV, my name is Erik, although some might know me as Erlik van Berlekom. Today I'm going to be making one of my favorite recipes. I always say that's because I always make my favorite recipes. Those are the recipes I know well enough to cook in front of cameras. So the recipe I'm going to be making today is American pancakes, and here's what you'll need. Alright AirTV, so now that we know what we're going to put in our pancakes, let's get to it and put them in there. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the flour inside a pot. This is 3 deciliters or 2 1/4 of a cup of flour. I'm just going to try and put it in there without making a huge mess. It's just not going to happen. Not going to work. What am I doing here? To be honest, guys, I'm just gonna grab something. Yes, this works. So, don't make such a big mess as I do, because if you have a fiance like I do, she'll be mad at you. She'll be home in any minute, by the way. Alright, that's the flour in there. Now, next, we're gonna put our sugar. Sugar, and it goes straight in here again, and just 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of salt. Don't put too much salt in because I think it's all salty and we don't like that. Alright, now we can do AirTV. Just put the salt in there, and then just take a whisk and just mix it all up. Why use a whisk and not a fork? Well, it just makes it mix better, and also you just don't get so much things to wash. So that's why I use a whisk. Okay, now that we got our dry ingredients finished, we're gonna get to work on the wet ingredients. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our butter and we're going to put it in a cup. Not like that, hopefully. And we're going to microwave that until it gets all melted. Maybe 20 seconds. Let's say 25 seconds. So while the butter is melting, you can take your 2 eggs, which I put really far away. You take your 2 eggs and you crack them into the pot or whatever it is you have. And then you can check if you're, yep, that's all melted up. So then you can take the whisk you had before and just whisk this up. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to pour our butter into the mix. The first thing we're going to do AirTV is going to warm up our milk. Now you don't really need to do this if your milk is already warm. It's not going to be in any of the recipes. This is a secret tip that I have for you. And that's just because if the milk is cold and you're putting it into the mixture, that's just going to curdle the butter. And no, well, it's going to make the butter all solid, and you don't want that. You want the butter to be still soft and melted. So we're going to take a cup, which I stupidly did not, again, don't have. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a cup, we're going to put the milk in it, and the milk is it's 2 deciliters or about 3/4 of a cup of milk. So you call it 3/4 of a cup and a teaspoon. But since I'm using normal measurements, it's 2 deciliters. Gonna put it in the microwave. Gonna put it on for about 40 seconds, and then I'm gonna slowly add in the butter, mixing at the same time. Yeah, that looks nice from this. You can look at it in the camera if you want. So our milk is finished from the microwave. Just gonna pour it in there. Just gonna give it a quick taste to see that it's really warm. It's warm. So that's kind of the ingredients bit. Now we're gonna throw away our whisk. Nothing broke. Now this is kind of a delicate phase in the mixing. We're gonna put our dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. I can show you what I'm doing. And then you're just gonna very slowly mix this. You don't want to use a whisk for this. Don't. AirTV, listen to me now. Don't use a whisk. Don't use a whisk. You can actually come in quite close, Mike. You want to mix it very slowly with your wooden or your plastic spoon until basically it's all, you don't see any more flour on the top. So you want it to be kind of even. You want it to be lumpy. That's the thing. You want it to be a little bit lumpy because that's what makes the pancakes thick. So we're getting to, it's getting to look pretty good. This is it. We're gonna turn on our pot. No. Pan.
You pulled at him. What do you got? Pot for your
That's
pan?
gonna need some couple of minutes to heat up. So I'm just gonna go get the butter. Alright, ATV, so now that we've let our butter melt, it's time to put in the pancakes. You want it to be sort of medium heat. I think this is even a bit too hot, but we'll see. You just want to put in, first thing you really want to do is just put a test pancake, the first thing you do. For your second pancake, you're probably getting a bit more confident, so you can put maybe three or four pancakes frying at the same time, depending on, and your pancakes go level down the size of your pan. And you just want to make sure that the pancake is fried all the way through. I mean, I sometimes like it if the odd pancake is a little bit soft in the middle because they get the chewy goodness and it gets a bit sweeter. But you don't want all the pancakes to be like that. It's like a nice surprise finding an Easter egg and it's like, oh, I didn't know that. Because it's Christmas now. I thought all the Easter eggs were gone, but no, there's another Easter egg here. I love pancakes so much.